Hello, everyone. Just wanted to come to you once again as we start our third week and offer you some encouragement, maybe a little bit of correction, and hopefully some promise for the future. I want to talk to you today about things that have been brought to us by the media, things that have caused fear to rise up in people and for it to run rampant in people. See, the media keeps referring to our current state as the new normal. They say we're being forced into doing things different because we just don't know anything about what's happening or could happen here due to this virus. This is being pushed to create fears in the lives of all. But this isn't our first go-around with problems like this. Throughout history, man has had to deal with issues like this, and we have came out of it. For instance, in 2009, we had the H1N1 virus. And the CDC, that's our Center for Disease Control, and the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, estimated that worldwide up to 575,000 people died. In the U.S., up to 18,306 people died. Yet we still are here today. In the mid-1300s, the bubonic plague, or what was known as the Black Death, was responsible for up to 200 million deaths, which mounted to about 60% of the European and Asian population at that time. And again, we're still here today. In Exodus, the final plague on the Egyptians was the death of the firstborn. Many people lost family members. They lost their children. Anybody who was a firstborn during that Egyptian plague was lost to those Egyptians. And yet, the media doesn't bother to talk about any of these above incidents. You may ask yourself why. And I would offer that it's because that would serve to calm people's fears and let them know there's a way through this. And that's not what they're trying to achieve. It's not what they want. They want to stir up fear, because fear sells. Then the media reported last week on an earthquake near Boise, Idaho. It was a 6.5 magnitude earthquake. Well, that's a pretty good earthquake. Not one I want to be in. Don't want to be in any of them, but they went on to report after that over 100 aftershocks that took place. Now, this shouldn't be a surprise to us. This really shouldn't be a surprise to them, because a recent study has listed Idaho as the 7th state for the most frequent earthquakes. But this further added to the fear of man, so they reported it the way they did. However, none of this should come as a surprise or unknown to us. If we serve God, there is no reason for fear. We know that God is not the author of fear or the author of confusion. Again, folks, this should be no surprise to us. In Luke chapter 21:11, Jesus warns of things to come, and great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. So we've been forewarned by God that these type of things, and by Jesus, these type of things are going to happen. So we really have no reason to fear them. We know from where they're coming and why they're coming. But just like God provided a way out for his people in Exodus via the Passover, he has through time provided means of rescue for his children, and will provide a way for us today. People have also used this to stir up a fear that they are trying to just shut down churches. This is not true. In Exodus, during the Passover, families had to quarantine to protect themselves from the judgment. As they survived, so shall we. Remember, use this time to pray, study your Bible, and offer hope to all that you come in contact with via phone or otherwise. Remember, stay safe, trust in God, and have a great week.